Sweet Baby Inc. is the Last Jedi all over again, and for many different reasons we are learning that.
Is that Sweet Baby Inc. is a consultancy firm, and they offer the services that their website says that they offer. That's what they do. And some companies will take up those services, be they pedestrian narrative design, be it sensitivity reading, or that sort of thing.
And we're learning that from this perspective on content creators on YouTube, because there are a lot of content creators that you have been watching for a long time and you've enjoyed their content, but when it comes to something controversial, they will completely sidestep. They will do all of the research imaginable on other topics, but when it comes to quote-unquote controversial topics, they suddenly have no information whatsoever. Now, I covered Bellular and the massive shitstorm that they stepped into yesterday with the Kotaku coverage and sidestepping the Sweet Baby Inc. story. They got massively ratioed. We talked about this over on Twitter. Grums was involved with it. Other people were chiming in, and they came out with another video today titled The Elephant in the Room.
Beyond that, I might not completely understand. I think this is the right understanding, is that the sort of the primary anti-SBI position is essentially down to the CEO types are wanting to get a consultancy firm like them so that they can essentially rubber stamp their game to, you know, sort of be in the good boys club. Sort of financially, and I suppose that's where the whole ESG thing comes into it.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, here we go. This is going to be a good response. They're going to actually listen to the feedback, because as I said yesterday, why don't you just go ahead and call your audience racist and sexist? And this was based off of their response to Mark Kern Grums and simply just dismissing his concerns and the valid criticisms that he had. And so I responded with a picture of Frost saying, just call your audience racist and sexist. Let's get it over with. Well, that didn't necessarily happen today, but their audience, once again, not very happy with the response. And if you actually watch this 29-minute video, and yes, it's a 29-minute video of him saying absolutely nothing. He says nothing. He dances around all of it.
So that's the sort of thing where, hey, if anyone works at a company and wants to blow a whistle about that, yeah, like, it's the sort of thing. What you'd need is good investigative reporting. You know, you'd sort of need good journalism to go on and to shine a light, because I think in the absence of clear as day, irrefutable facts, well, it's pretty easy just to be a kind of messy situation.
Once again showing that he is not willing to actually talk about what's going on. And the worst part of the video, and there's many of it, but the worst part of the video, in my opinion, was when he talked about the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff and how he basically just said they're just a consulting group. That's all they are. He talked about everything that happened with the group from Cabrutus with the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, but he didn't even talk about that. He didn't even go into detail with that. He completely misinterpreted everything. There was misinformation in there. He actively stayed away from key points. I mean, specifically on the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected situation, he said that Steam was just staying out of it. That is not correct. Steam actually responded to what the Sweet Baby Inc. employees were trying to do to the group.
It's with great pride that I say this, based Valve. Thank you, Valve Software, for respecting your players' freedom of choice. And also thank you, Lord Gabe, for building such an amazing platform for us. We are here to stay.
And then some of the screenshots were at like 99,000 members. Today, Cabrutus and his group, Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, hit over 350,000 members. And you're showing screenshots of when they had 99,000 members. It's absolutely insane the way that this whole thing was approached. But this is the line. If you're going to cover these topics, then don't dance around it. Sweet Baby Inc. is not a consulting group. Sweet Baby Inc. is here to destroy video games. Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't like you if you are a gamer. They hate gamers and they hate video games.
And these are, like, again, important services that I literally list on every PDF that I send out to be like, hey, I can do risk assessment and sensitivity reading.
And they are one of many. So do not sit there and pretend that they are anything other than what they are. They are a disease. They are a absolute disease in the video game world, and they need to be treated as such. And when you're going to sit there and just dance around these topics and pretend that there's something else, you even talked about the Sweet Baby Inc. employees, and you danced around that. This is absolutely insane to me.
We feed them the same thing that we know that they love, and we keep on feeding it. We're like, here you go. You love it. Eat this, eat this, eat this. So that then when they get anything else, they react as a picky baby would, which is be like, oh, no, thank you. I do not want this. And we've actually done this so long that what we're doing is creating an entire nation of picky babies, and they make us scared to deviate from what we actually want to do, just in case these picky babies don't want to play our games.
These people are evil. The people involved with Sweet Baby Inc. are evil. They do not deserve your respect. They do not deserve for you to dance around this issue. Gamers, your audience, your subscribers, they deserve the truth.
And I think then the other side of it is it's been picked up in the whole sort of culture war side of things that has expanded far, far beyond video games. And that just kind of means there's fuel everywhere. It's a highly, highly flammable situation.
And again, they are getting ratioed on this channel once again for this disastrous take. And gamers are fed up with this stuff. This is The Last Jedi again. You are going to see so many channels that you have been watching for so long completely lose your trust because they are not willing to talk about what's actually going on. Talk about it and quit dancing around it. Sweet Baby Inc. and companies like them are a cancer to the video game industry in every single way. Just as Kotaku is, just like most games journalists are.
I think some of the culture war stuff, I think it goes a bit too far. There's plenty of times I look at something in modern TV and I think it's cringe, I think it's try hard. It's the sort of thing where primarily what we want is good characters. And there's certainly times where, you know, certainly a TV show could give you the impression that they've tried to tick a bunch of boxes or something like that.
All of this needs to be called out. It doesn't need to be treated with delicate gloves. It needs to be called out for what it is, and it's meant to destroy the gaming industry as we know it. I hope they get their shit together. I'm not trying to be a dick to Bellular. I've watched them for a while, but I am sick and tired of this shit, and I watched it play out with Disney Star Wars. I watched so many of these channels just absolute, and I used to be one of these guys that loved Star Wars so much. Oh man, I love Star Wars. I don't want to criticize it. Well, at some point, it's got to hit you right in the face that this is not the thing that you loved. Not at all. And Sweet Baby Inc. and other companies like them and Kotaku and games journalists all need to be called out and held accountable. That's the end of the video. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.
But I think it's still amazing that I can be seated in a meeting and told that out of 12 characters, we already have one black one, so there can't possibly be a second. I get that way too much.